Patriots sideline, head coach Mike Vrabel. His side hoping to stay above 500 after this week. They're 3-2 here today. On the opposing sideline, that's the Saints head coach. His guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. From the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And here we go from New Orleans. Escapes a defender. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it all...
His first throw is an interception. That's Deommodore Lenoir.
May's pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Quickly to the air. Here's Shuck. Dumps it off to his running back. And they take him down right along the 30.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Shuck's going to throw here. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone on first. He's got it at the 5. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's another Saints first down.
On a keeper, here's Shuck. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. 4th down, here's Shuck. Oh, it's the screen, pass complete. And they stop him, no touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Iona Singer. Into the end zone he goes. Pick 6 and a New Orleans touchdown. The extra point. Here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. To return this, Marcus Jones shoots away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now May coming off that pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26.
It's second down and 10.
Henderson here from the gun. They'll have him gain about a handful there. Chase Young bringing him down there.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
May not have throw on third. Look at that touch laid on a platter for him. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Brings up second and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up third and 2.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
One right side, Henderson. And they're turned away on third and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. First and 10 from the 32.
32-yard line.
Here's May to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is Henderson on second down. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Making a stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they just get the play off. Top near the goal line. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots reach pay dirt for the first time this game. One after is good by Borregales. And the Patriots tie this game 7-7. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. The Saints and Antonio Gibson back out on offense. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. First down, and they go right back to it. He's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 yards.
We've set it down from the 37.
First down. Let's go. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the give, it's Miller. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Tackled back at
They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
On play action, here's Shuck. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down. So 4th down, and here comes Kai Kroger to punt for the Saints. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. And with where that punt stunk them, Broncos, it's going to be tough to repeat the touchdown from their last drive. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Working near his goal line. Throw left side cut by Douglas. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
May now on 3rd down. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And he's going to have them up to that 23. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
15 yards. And the Patriots, 1st down. A gain of 15.
To throw, here's May. Short pass brought in. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary, making that stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
The give now to Henderson. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a New England 1st down. We've set it down from 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're all the way across midfield before he was brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st down throw for May. Completed over the middle. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. The rookie Danny Stutzman in on the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And they bring him down around the 34. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
That's another Patriots 1st down. A gain of 9 yards.
The give inside to Stevenson. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. Second and 3 now. May now from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Lante Taylor has it.
May's pass. Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Shock working from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot. That he fielded that punt.
1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Patriots 1st down.
1st down. May. That's completed right side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's another Patriots 1st down.
From the gun, it's May. Finds him on the slant. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's May again. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
It's a gain of
now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New England.
To the air yet again, May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots get some late points and the lead. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints 7.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Saints are going to take over now near the end of the half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Chuck now from the gun. Caught by Vele on the slant. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're 1st. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Hits his running back. He's across midfield into Patriots territory. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans.
brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard
Throwing,
line.
Chuck. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
3rd and 5.
Let's go.
To throw again here, it's Chuck. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Fourth down, here's Chuck. He's got it to his running back. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's a gain of 8. And the Saints.
Chuck now on 1st down. On the move, headed right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers.
And he gets in, touchdown. The Saints earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our journey around the NFL starts now with an intriguing matchup in the AFC. And this is Bo Nix. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Broncos get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is the emerging star, Malik Nabers. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 55-yard touchdown. The Giants improve to 4-2 on the year with another win. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Cardinals. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. He was a big factor in the first half, as evidenced by this play right here. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Colts lead it by a touchdown at the half. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Return coming from the 6. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Saints and Antonio Gibson back out on offense. And his workload hasn't been limited to the backfield. As you get a look at the NFL's best receiving backs this season, you can see he is right there in the top 5. First down now, ball at the 33. They'll run with Gibson to begin the 3rd. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
Let's One of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that first down marker, Brock. Play gets it up to the 43.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He'll work against the blitz. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Dumped off to his running back. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw, Shough. Escapes the pocket. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now they have 3rd and short.
Okay, ready?
Back to throw. Shough. Setting up the running back screen. And he's taken out just short of that marker, but a flag is out. Let's see if they're going to get a redo here on 3rd down. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run. The ball's out, he lost it. Scooped up by the Patriots. Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory. Well, whether they recover that one or not, either way, they were turning the ball over there. But no doubt, probably stings a little bit extra fumbling it away instead of just being stopped short.
It sure does, because look at the defense. Look at what you just gave them momentum-wise. Not just the ball, but the spirit of those guys knowing, yeah, they not only stuffed you, but they can rip that ball away from you, too.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Short pass brought in. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards.
All set now. 1st and 10.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down.
It's Henderson on the give. Look at this, 9 yards on a nice 1st down run. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Sticking with Henderson. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. I think they might have taken that 1st down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
Finds the in route complete. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
No, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
On play action, here's May. He's got a man left. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's a New England first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That's another Patriots first down.
Operating from the gun, here's May. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots grab the lead on their first series of the half. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints 14.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. The Saints and Antonio Gibson back out on offense. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Shuck working from the gun. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he's going to be hit. Set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, a give to Miller. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
To the air on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Punt team on the field. Kai Kroger is going to kick this one away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter. Quick throw completed by May. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Patriots with it, currently holding a not-so-comfortable lead here. Second down now, they need 7. May now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 8 on that one. And that's a New England first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They bring Diggs in motion. Shane on the ground here with Henderson. Second down run, good for 4, and that brings up 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
5 men in the secondary for the Saints. 3rd down. From the gun, it's May. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Corey Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Patriots double their lead to 14.
Saints 14.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. On the return, here's Palmer. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. New set of downs for them from the 31. First and 10. Here's Shuck. Completed to his running back. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Shuck getting his guys in the hurry up.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Pass play on first and 10. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Need to be working quickly here.
15 yards. That's another Saints first down.
Here's Shuck, first and 10. Throw right side, cut by Olave. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. Finding Olave, back-to-back plays. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. You're working quickly here.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Saints first down.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On second and 10 now, here's Shuck. Finds him over the middle. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
Brings up third and 1.
Looking to throw on third and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Working quickly here.
That's good for a Saints first down.
From the red zone now. Brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense to the line fast.
Pick up of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Patriots.
Shuck now from the gun. Has it in close. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints now within 1 score in the 4th. Jalen Polk the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
The New England offense running out now. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Setting up the screen. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And the Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's made in the air. He finds Diggs right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
10 more yards.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. Second and inches.
Stephon Diggs. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 46-yard line.
To throw, here's May. Dumped off to his running back. He dodged the tackle. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
First down now, ball at the 33. Henderson here from the gun. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, here we go. Second down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's got it over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to pass it here. Throw caught at the 6. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
1st and goal, New England.
And he gets it on the design keeper. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look